So for this one, it says Ruth throws a ball in the air at 17 meters per second. What's the ball velocity after 66 seconds? So the first thing we got to do, remember we want to draw a picture. So write that down in your notes a little bit. So here's Ruth. She has really long arms. And she's throwing, okay, yeah, we can make it a baseball. Now Ruth plays softball. So it's a very large ball. Yes. Guys, Ruth is a little girl, okay? I don't know why. First of all, quit being so harsh on Ruth.
That's over half her size.
Good Lord. Yeah, she wants to learn.
Should she need playing?
Oh my gosh, you guys are so critical. All right, so anyways, so she's throwing the ball straight up. All right, now the second thing that we need to do is we want to label what we know versus what we need to know. Okay. So the initial velocity in this case is 17 meters per second. We know at some time t, we don't know what it is, but we know when t equals when t equals, this thing does a weird thing when I draw a circle. It thinks I'm trying to highlight or select something. It's going to be at a certain height, but also it wants to know what's the velocity here. We don't know what that is. Is there anything else that we know? Yes.
Gravity is not meters a second.
Yeah. The acceleration due to gravity, g, is equal to 9.8 meters per second squared. And this is a free fall problem. So now what I want you guys to do is I'm going to challenge you to see if you guys could do this. Look in your notes and see if there's an equation that involves these four variables. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
We're going to wait a second, let everybody else find it too.
Alright.
And then after they find it. So this is free fall, so these are going to be part of the last equations. Yes? Are you waiting? Okay. I wasn't sure if you were waiting or if you had to use the bathroom or something. Okay.
It looks like we're solving for curves in geometry.
Kinda. Not really. It's just an algebra problem. All right. You want to tell us what it is?
Yeah, V equals V naught minus G times T.
So V equals V naught minus G times T. That'll work. We have all of those things. So my final velocity then is equal to my initial velocity, which is 17 meters per second, minus 9.8 meters per second squared, times t, which is, oops, not t. It is t, but I didn't want to write down the letter t.
0.66 seconds.
Yeah, I know. So we'll say point, oh, I did it again. 6 seconds. Now, I like to do dimensional analysis. It's velocity, so my answer for velocity should be in meters per second.
Correct.
So this, one of these seconds is going to cancel with this second. So my answer will be in meters per second. So now the next thing I need to do is a little bit of math. I need to multiply negative 9.8. We'll do it like this. I need to multiply negative 9.8 times 0.66. Okay. So that becomes, we'll just say negative 6.46. What was that again?
468.
Yeah, 468. All right. And then this is 17. And then all of this stuff
Meters per second.
is meters per second. So it ends up becoming about 10.5 if we round it. Yeah. See ya.
See.
So our final answer is 10.5 meters per second. And you kind of got to do like a common sense check. Well, gravity's slowing it down after a little bit. It's going 10 meters per second as opposed to 17 meters per second. That's not unreasonable. Okay. So step 3 in this process, we would pick our equation. I forgot to write it down because I was having technical difficulties. And then step 4 is common sense check. If I did the math and I got some crazy, like when I did this problem earlier today, I had a negative answer. That's because I plugged it in the calculator wrong. So when I plugged it in the calculator wrong, it gave me a negative 10.5, and I stared at the screen for a second and I was like, wait a minute, that's a negative velocity. It didn't go to its max height and turn around and start falling down. Not in 0.66 seconds. And I went back and I was like, oh, I hit the wrong button on the calculator. Okay, so you always got to double check and see. Does anybody have any questions on that one? Okay, how do you guys feel about